historic. The ABC News presidential debate.
Welcome to our in-depth meta-review of the ABC presidential debate. Today, we're doing something different. We're comparing how multiple fact-checkers assess key claims made by Trump and Harris. We'll look at sources like PolitiFact, factcheck.org, BBC, and AP, and see where they align or differ. So let's dive into the debate and find out how these fact-checkers fare.
David Muir and Lindsay Davis.
Good evening, I'm David Muir, and thank you for joining us for tonight's ABC News presidential debate. We want to welcome viewers watching on ABC and around the world tonight. Vice President Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump are just moments away from taking the stage in this unprecedented race for president.
Our first claim comes from Kamala Harris. At the debate, she said that Trump left the U.S. with the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Let's see what the fact-checkers had to say about that.
Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression.
All three fact-checkers, PolitiFact, factcheck.org, and BBC, agreed that Harris's statement was false. While unemployment spiked at the end of Trump's term due to the pandemic, previous administrations have faced even worse unemployment. This highlights the importance of historical context when assessing claims. Next up, we have Donald Trump's statement that the U.S. had the highest inflation ever under Biden and Harris. This was a major talking point, but what do the fact-checkers think?
We have inflation like very few people have ever seen before, probably the worst in our nation's history.
Here we see strong consensus across all four fact-checkers. Inflation was high under Biden, but it wasn't the worst in U.S. history. In fact, inflation in the 1970s and 1980s was higher. This is a good example of how fact-checking can help provide important historical context. Finally, Trump made a bold claim about jobs, stating that the 818,000 jobs created under Biden were a fraud. Let's check the facts.
A number of 818,000 jobs that they said they created turned out to be a fraud.
PolitiFact used their strongest rating, Pants on Fire, to indicate how false this claim was. Factcheck.org and AP also debunked it, explaining that the job figure Trump referred to is a routine revision by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, not fraud. BBC didn't address this claim. In this meta-review, we compared the fact-checkers' assessments on three major claims from the ABC presidential debate. As we've seen, there is significant agreement across multiple fact-checkers, but some organizations focus on different aspects of the claims. The reconciliation process helps us synthesize these differences and bring us closer to the truth. In our next video, we'll dive even deeper into the fact-checking process, so stay tuned.
The most consequential moment of this campaign, Kamala Harris.
Together, we will chart a new way forward.
Donald Trump.
We will soon be a great nation again.
Face-to-face, historic.